Good morning, students. So today I am going to explain about all the different groups of protista. Already the first group I had explained in last video. So today I am going to explain about dinoflagellate. So why the name is given dino? Di means two. Because of the presence of two flagella, the name is given dinoflagellate. And most of the organisms belonging to this group, they are marine. They are found in sea. It is unicellular, the body is having one single cell and two flagella are present. So these protistans, they are photosynthetic. And here you can find out there are different color pigments are there, yellow or the red or the brown, so different color pigments are there. And because they are photosynthetic, they can prepare their own food. The cell wall, so that is made up of cellulose. But here you can find out, so there are two plates. One plate on the lower side and the another plate in the upper side. So this upper plate, which is made up of cellulose, so that is very stiff and it is present on the outer surface. The two flagella which are present, they are different. One is transverse, another is longitudinal. Here you see this organism, this is a dinoflagellate and the body, so that is composed of four plates. So here you see this long flagella, so that is longitudinal flagella. And another flagella you can find out because there are two groups are there. This is one group and this is another group. So the flagella which is present in this group, so that is called longitudinal and it is long flagella. And here in the transverse group you can find out another flagella which is present. So that is transverse flagella. So this transverse flagella, now because you can find out it is in the form of a circle, so it can help the organism to spin. जैसे आप लड्डू देखते हो, लड्डू में एक रस्सी रहता है, रस्सी से आप उसको घुमा रहे हो, स्पिनिंग कर रहे हो, तो यहाँ पर ये जो ट्रांसवर्स फ्लैगेला जो है, ये ऑर्गेनिज्म को स्पिन करने में हेल्प कर रहा है, so that the organism can move in water. So there are two type of flagella. Nucleus is large and called mesocardium. Reserve group material, so that is oil and starch. Sometimes you can find out in some part of the sea, the dinoflagellate which is having red pigment, they multiply so rapidly that the part of sea appears red, and that is called red tide. Mainly they reproduce by asexual method and asexually how they are reproducing, so that is by the simple cell division. So the next group, that is euglenoid. Euglenoid, they are unicellular, flagella are present and found in fresh water. Fresh water means pond, pool and the river. Cell wall, so that is absent. In the absence of cell wall, you can find out there is another layer is present and that layer is called pellicle. The layer that is made up of protein. Cell wall is made up of cellulose, whereas here the pellicle, so that is made up of protein. At the anterior end, you can find out there is a cavity is there. Here you see one cavity is there and the cavity is called gullet. In this cavity, you can find out there are two flagella are present. One is short flagella which is present in the cavity and the another is a long flagella. So the long flagella, so that is helping to the organism to locomote from one place to another place. So in movement, this long flagella, so that is helping. Whereas the short flagella which is there inside the cavity which is called gullet, it is helping to catch food. Because the organism that is found in water, so food is also there in the water. So when food with the water current is entering into the gullet, then this flagella, now it is holding the food and then it is helping the food to enter into the body of the organism. So the short flagella, so that is helping to catch the food, whereas the long flagella, so that is helping for movement. Then contractile vacuole and chloroplast are present. This is contractile vacuole. So the contractile vacuole, it can help in the process of osmoregulation, in maintaining the amount of water in the body of organism, because the organism that is living in water, so the amount of water inside the body should be controlled. If more amount of the water will enter into the body, then the organism will burst, the body will burst. So that is the function of contractile vacuole. And prominent nucleus is present. The chloroplast which is present here, because this is photosynthetic, and the chloroplast not the normal shape of the chloroplast. Here you can find out these chloroplasts, they are the long chloroplasts are there, and in the presence of sunlight they are autotrophs. When there is sunlight during the daytime, then the chloroplast, so that is helping to prepare the food. Near the gullet you can find out there is eye spot is present. The eye spot, so that is receiving sunlight, and these organisms they are behaving during the daytime as autotrophs. But in the absence of sunlight, they are acting as heterotrophs. So how they are reproducing? They are reproducing by binary fission. So these are all the character of euglenoids. So next group of protista are slimoids. They are saprophytic, just like fungus. They are saprophytic. They are depending on dead and decaying organic matter. Free living thalloid. Thalloid is related to thallus. The body is called thallus because there is no difference between root, stem and leaf. Without any particular cell, acellular, and the body is called plasmodium. So in slime mold, single cell. This is a single cell which is having nucleus and cytoplasm. So single cell they aggregate and ultimately they are surrounded by a gelatinous seed. Seed means covering. Covering which is made up of mucilage. Mucilage, so that is a slimy substance. So ultimately you can find out the number of the cell which are grouped together. They are surrounded by a covering which is made up of mucilage, and then you can find out the cell wall, so that will dissolve. Now it is a single mass which is acellular, and this is called plasmodium. So slime mold, so that is found on, for example, the dead log or the place where the organic compounds, dead and the decaying compounds are present, moist place. So in those places the plasmodium they generally grow. And sometimes you can find out the plasmodium, so that is also having veins. Like as in the leaf you have seen veins are there. Similarly here also you can find out in some of the plasmodium the veins they are present. They feed on the organic food and bacteria and protozoa also. Asexually how it is reproducing? It is reproducing by the method which is called fragmentation. Fragmentation means when the main body, so that is divided into a number of fragments, then each fragment can lead to an individual life. So the plasmodium, which is just like one single body, during fertile condition it is divided into 2 parts or the 4 parts, then each small part, so that grows into complete individual. And under unfavorable conditions they are producing spores. So if this is plasmodium, then during unfavorable condition one aerial branch will develop, and the tip of the aerial branch will become spherical. This is called sporangium. In sporangium, cytoplasm is there and nucleus are present. So this is multinucleate. Then ultimately you can find out the cytoplasm of the nucleus. They will divide into small spores. So inside sporangium you can find out there are many spores are produced. So when the spores they are mature, then the sporangial wall will break and spores are liberated outside. Then they will germinate to produce the new individual. So these are all the character of slime molds. So the last group, that is protozoans. Protozoans, they are all the heterotrophs. They cannot prepare their own food. Either predator means they are taking the other living organism as their food. They predate, and the parasite means they are depending on the living host for getting the food. So protozoan, they are divided into 4 types: amoeboid, flagellated, ciliated, and sporozoans. So amoeboid, the best example, that is amoeba. So you can write down all the character of the amoeba. They are found in fresh water, move with the help of the pseudopodia or the false leg. Holozoic means they are taking solid food. The cell is having 2 nucleus, one is a bigger nucleus, another is smaller nucleus, and they produce asexually and then sexually also. Then the flagellated, as the name indicates, they have flagella for locomotion. And the body is covered by the protein covering which is called layer. Hologen means they are taking solid food. Saprophytic means they are also depending on the dead and the decaying organic compounds. Parasite means they are depending on the living host, either endoparasite or exoparasites. That asexually they are reproducing by pigmentation. So here in the flagellated, the sexual reproduction that is only found in very few organisms. Otherwise, mainly they reproduce by asexual method. That ciliated the organism, they are found in water. The whole body is covered by the cilia. Cilia, these are small finger-like projections. They are breathing in a coordinated way, which is helping in the process of locomotion. At the interior end, one cavity is present, which is called gullet. And with the help of the gullet, the food so that is entering into the body of the organism. The best example is Arabistia. Then the sporozoites, here the organism they can produce spores in the life cycle. The example that is Plasmodium. Plasmodium is responsible for malaria disease. And there is requirement of two hosts. One is the fetal anopheles mosquito, another is the human bee. So